We'll start with questions for players. Go to Annie first.
Angel, we talked to you pregame just about what it meant to have Chennedy back, but now the game's over, and we obviously see exactly what she does to this team. So again, the question is, what does she bring to this team?
It's a great feeling. Being able to have that contagious energy in the locker room that we miss so much. She's not just her on-court performance. Yeah, we love her on-court performance, but her contagious energy in the locker room, always having energy, doing crazy stuff, backflips, whatever. So just being able to have her back healthy was the most important thing. So I'm just happy to have her back, and I know she's happy.
And then last one for me, for you. We talk a lot about how you come from this winning pedigree, and right now there's obviously some trials and tribulations on that front. What do you think this moment right now, having to fight for a playoff spot, going through a losing streak, is teaching you that being at the top can't necessarily?
Yeah, I mean, nothing in my life has been easy for me, and knowing that I'm ready for this moment, obviously. So being able to just have a core group where we believe in each other, obviously we could have let this one slip tonight. And we could have let this one slip tonight, but we focused on the little things, the little details tonight, and we knew how much it meant. We said in the locker room before the game, play this game like it's your last. And we keep going into games like that with that mindset. I mean, the sky's the roof.
How do you feel, Chennedy?
I feel good. It's good to just get up and down and get my legs back under me and be out there with the girls. It was fun, for sure.
Chennedy, you kind of flirted with a triple-double today, only a couple assists away and only a rebound away, and this is your first game back from a sickness. Mm-hmm. I mean, what is it? You kind of already answered it, but to just kind of be back on the court and as you got subbed out, crowd give you a standing ovation, just to know the type of impact that you've made here in Chicago, what does that mean to you?
For me, it means a lot. I haven't been at this place in this moment in my career, I don't think ever. So to feel that from not only the fans, but my teammates and my coaches, make me feel loved, make me feel valued, it's an amazing feeling, bro.
And then Angel, we've just seen you and Camilla both get really comfortable here in the second half, especially with the shooting range. You knocked down a 3 today.
Finally.
What does it mean to you to kind of see that shooting range expand slowly but surely here in the second half? And are you starting to get comfortable taking those outside shots and not just being around the rim?
Yeah, no, it's just a mental thing for me. I mean, I take these shots all the time. I work on them. I was in the gym last night shooting threes like all night, being able to be with my trainer and just doing that and just being able to continue to gain confidence. My teammates continue to tell me to keep shooting. No matter how many times I miss, break, anything, they always tell me to shoot it. And sometimes for myself, like it's like, let me just go back to my advantage, and that's down low because I was dominating inside. But being able to stretch out, I think it helps my teammates. So I'm going to be whatever my teammates need me to do. And Mariah said she said I need it because she passed it to me. So I guess I need more passes from Mariah.
We'll go Julia, Steven, and Chris, players only.
For both of you, we talked about spacing and just kind of how you guys have been building on that throughout the season. How did you feel, especially that third quarter's maybe reflected how you want your spacing to look in the future and where you kind of want that to grow?
Yeah, I think we just went to our advantages and we dominated as best as we could. I think we started by just going back to our principles, inside out, and we finally followed the game plan. On not just the offensive side, but the defensive side. We were handsy, we boxed out on rebound, we looked at our matchups, and going into the first half, we let a lot of people score, and just going into the second half, making sure we shut players down. So I think we just came together at the right time and just dominated. I'm really happy for this team because it's been a very long time for us that we came out and punched in the third quarter.
Steven?
Yeah, I have 2 questions for Chennedy. Kennedy, right here. 15, 9, and 7 today.
You know what I was just looking at?
I got you.
I had 9 turnovers.
I'm here with you.
I didn't even see that. I gotta do better. Yeah.
Yeah, but the season high in assists and
No, you didn't have 9 turnovers.
you had 0 turnovers.
You had no turnovers. That's 9 total rebounds, girly.
Oh, I was about to say. I was about to say. I tripped out. I thought that's 10 turnovers.
Don't do that.
I didn't see that extra T.
Okay.
So it's my job to let you know that 7 assists, season high, 0 turnovers. Can you just speak to the general space that you've been operating in? Obviously coming back from a sickness, but the general playing space that you're in?
I think I'm just trying to learn to play off my teammates. I think we have a lot of special weapons that we haven't even got unlocked yet. And so just playing off them, seeing where they're going to be at, it ultimately unlocks my game. I'm not someone that always has to have the ball. So I can play off other people, and we're seeing that. So yeah.
And then we spoke prior to the Olympic break about pick and roll. Feels like y'all been running more of it over this post-Olympic stretch, and with you having the ball in your hands today, you saw a lot of attention with double teams and things like that. Can you just speak to the responsibility that comes with that and your ability to still play make for yourself and others?
I love double teams. I love it. I think that the ball screens is something that I'm strong at. It's something that I'm good at. So when it comes to that situation, I typically know how to navigate it, find myself, and find my teammates. So what defenses are doing typically isn't nothing that I haven't seen. So it's just me just being patient, not trying to force it, and just make the correct read and the correct play.
Chris?
Angel and Kennedy, for either of you, just could you describe the emotions just finally getting back into winning time, just finally shaking it off, just kind of having the positive emotions instead?
Even at halftime, it felt like a better feeling. Like, we hadn't had a halftime where we felt like there were emotions that were really high. And I was like, this is a good feeling, but we can't stop here. So it's been tough. It hasn't been easy. This 7-game losing streak was tough. I think we learned a lot about ourselves. Pressure breaks pipes, and I think that we came together and we fought for this one tonight. And if we're happy about this today and we're going to continue to be happy about this, we're not going to get better tomorrow. So we have to let this sink in just for the next couple hours, but look forward to Dallas on Sunday.
We'll go back to Annie.
I'm sorry to talk about the future, but I love to do it. When you think about the future and you think about being a cornerstone with this franchise, how valuable is going through the mud? Like, is learning these lessons? Because a lot of times players talk about when they get to a title, like, that you need to try and fail.
Yeah.
So I'm curious how you think a losing streak like this could actually benefit in some
Yeah, it's so easy to just be on the high and not go through things. Like I said, I think adversity builds character, and we see who our character are in the locker room. Just being able to see how mentally tough we stayed together. And like I said, it wasn't easy. It was a lot of going back and forth, figuring things out, a lot of tears, a lot of emotions high, but knowing what the main goal is. And the main goal is to win and get to a championship and get to the playoffs. And I think that was everybody's goal here. And just knowing that, I think that's what's so special about this team. Our team is willing to do the little things to get to where our goal is. So I'm really happy for where we are right now. We needed that 7-game losing streak probably to humble us a little bit because we were feeling really good. And even though we're not the top team in the league, but we still are climbing. We were 12th. We were picked 12th. We have players on the team that some hadn't been in the league for a while. Some players that have never started in their lives. 2 rookies on the court that have never played in the league before. You have to realize what this mashup of this team is. We have a brand new head coach. Everybody on the coaching staff is new. Like, realize what we're made of right now, and just know we're coming.
Chennedy, one more for you. When you're cutting to the rim, like slashing, what's the feeling you have in those moments? Like, how, when you're shifting your body, you're moving past multiple defenders, like what's kind of the sense you have in those moments?
Well, it's kind of just more so a read. I think our offense, it allows me to play off the ball. It allows me to try to get into gaps. So it's more so just a read, my first step, my quickness. They're always kind of looking the other way, and I can catch you slipping 9 times out of 10. So it's just that.
Last question from Carly.
Kennedy, we've asked Angel and a lot of other players this, but what development and growth have you seen out of Camila Cardoso here in the second half of the season that makes her a post that's easy for you to feed?
She's right by the rim. My job couldn't get any easier, guys. I mean, coming in, KC, she hasn't even hit her potential. Like, the sky's the ceiling for her. I think that, I mean, she just makes my job easy, y'all. To be honest, I just lob it up there and she finishes. So, yeah, that's kind of it.
Thank you, players.
Thank you.
I gotta go.
We'll go to questions for Coach. We'll start with Carly in the front row.
You going in them or you go to the locker room?